What's going on YouTube? The J-Man here bringing you World of Tanks video. And today is the day I am going on with my how to tank. And today I'm going to be doing how to tank medium tank. Very strong tank and medium tanks. They're actually very versatile tanks. Medium tanks are one of my favorite tanks outside of light tanks. Specifically because of my style of gameplay, I like to be pretty aggressive in my tanks, and a light tank lets me do that, and as does a medium. Well, a lot of tanks do, except for tank destroyers. Oh, some you can be. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, just came back from dinner. But anyways, so in this one I'm talking about, I'm in my Chinook, which is the tier 5. Yeah, I know, not a top tank vehicle, but it's my tier 5 medium tank. I believe it's the Chinese tank. I'm not sure. And I just one-shotted that tier 3 tank, so sorry, buddy. Yeah, so I'm in my Chinook, and I am on El Haluf map. So the cool thing about this map is a lot of hills. So you have to shoot a ravine. If you're in the ravine, you're screwed. But when you're playing in medium tank, one of the biggest things you have to remember is you're better armored than the light tank. So you can you can brawl with some tanks depending on what kind of tank you are. The higher tier tanks for sure, like this line becomes a very much brawler type tank, as well as like the Soviet medium tanks as well become very good brawlers. In my motherlands, which I'll probably talk about, I have a video of that one too. That's a very much a brawler tank as well. But so yeah, the oh, look, I blind fired him. Sweet. And yeah, so there's two different ways. When you're a low tier tank like this, which if you're watching this, chances are you probably are. I'm not assuming anything, but it's a really good chance that if you're looking how to medium tank, you're lower tier, trying to figure out how can I grind through these lower tier tanks. You're gonna get penetrated most of the time, unless you angle it really well, or else you're going against like lower tier tanks that'll bounce off of you. But if you notice, I wasn't as aggressive as I normally am with a light tank or with a heavy tank. I'm always in support of other people. So you want to be in support with like other tanks. And this guy is just driving straight ahead for no reason. But yeah, so you see I was in a tank of another medium or a heavy and then a light tank. And I'm always either using the heavy tanks as my meat shield. Because that's what they're there for. They're there to take the brunt force of a lot of the heat away from all the other tanks. They bounce way more often than you would in medium tank. But the cool thing about most medium tanks is their gun handling. They always have high for most times have high penetration, decent DPM damage, and accuracy isn't that bad, and the aim time is actually pretty good. With this gun, the accuracy isn't as great as you would find in higher tier tanks. But the aim time isn't too bad. And as you'll see later on, you can do some pretty sick snapshots when you're in close to medium range. This tank isn't made for sniping; it's made for close to medium. But like I said, I was following my heavies, and wherever my heavy was, that's where I was. So I was doing a lot of these sniping shots with my heavy. So I'm pushing up. Like I said, medium tanks are always going to be in a support position. You're going to want to use them to give support to your bigger tanks. So here I'm trying to support this captured KV-1, which was actually for sale. I think it is for the next couple days, or was. I don't know, depends on when I post this. Was for sale as a premium tank, so it's a pretty decent premium tank actually. KV-1s are pretty good. And yeah, so you see, like, my front armor is there to front, and it's getting penetrated. Like, I already lost my gunner, so my aim time becomes extremely slow when you lose your gunner. And so, yeah. But, like I said, you always want to be in support of a tank. Like I said, the main characteristics of a medium tank are you have pretty decent gun handling. Majority of the time you will have a really good gun handling. You're made to like do these pop shots where you back in, back out. Just like that. and always in support of other tanks. One of the scariest things in World of Tanks is when you see like a platoon of medium tanks and they just charge you, because usually their DPM is pretty high. So yeah, you can see me. The reload time isn't that bad on this tank. The accuracy, and that T1, we'll see that T1 again later on. Yeah, so the accuracy isn't the great on this tank, but it's pretty good for what I'm working with. Closer range, close to medium range. I was able to do some really lucky long range shots. A lot of times you always, just take, if you got a shot, take it. What's the worst that can happen is you miss from far away. So, if you make it, if you hit it, you hit it. If not, then, you missed and you move on. So, these low tier tanks, you're going to have a little more ammo normally. So, just kind of take the shot if you have it. Like I said, it's not going to hurt. So, we're up by a tank right now. Up by 2 tanks now. So I'm going to take out this artillery right now. Yeah, there. I missed it. So the mobility on a medium tank is actually really, really well too. The traverse speed is actually really good. Unlike that poor artillery. But so yeah, and the speed wise isn't that bad. This one goes like 40 some kilometers per hour. It's not the fastest medium tank, but it's a pretty decent speed. Better than a heavy tank at this tier. So your mobility is going to be high. And like I said, the biggest thing is you have to kind of figure out what your armor is. Like if you have these blocky kind of tanks, there's a lot of flat spots on the tank, and they will be penetrated. Unless you're like in the Matilda, where it's just super heavily armored, and that's the tier 4 medium tank, which is weird because they say it's a medium tank, but it's more built like a heavy tank with the high armor, the slowness. It's super slow gun traverse, but its weapon handling is amazing. It shoots rapid, fast. If you have a really good crew on it and gun rammer, you can get it under 2 seconds, which is an insane amount of shots you can take, which is really, really cool. So you'll see I'm able to get back to base. This guy's sitting here thinking he's got this game under wrap, and that's a lie. So yeah, so this is like the best engagements for a medium tank. You want to just not show aim, and I just auto aim that one. As it was, like I said, it was a close range battle. Chances of me missing were super low. But I'm able to get up back to the base, defend it, go back down the hill, and make it all the way back to the base. So I'm working with my light tank. My light tank, I'm hoping he can spot where this T1 heavy is, and that's the only thing left in this match is that T1 heavy tank. I am gunning for my first Radley-Walters. If I get it, this will be my first Radley-Walters medal. And yeah, so it was a really fun match. Like I said, I love playing medium tanks. If you're watching this video on how to medium tank, I'm assuming you like medium tanks too. Like I said, depending on how kind of tank, what line you're going through, will change like kind of how you play. So Soviet tanks, the majority of those medium tanks are brawler tanks, so you can actually face hug and bounce a lot of shots. I'll post a Motherland video later on. I believe I got the Ace Tanker on my Motherland, and I'll show you exactly what I mean with that. A different medium tank gameplay. But so I was saw where my light tank was killed by that T1 heavy, so I know not to go where he died, but go wide from where he died, to get a better vantage point on the cap, because that's the cap circle, because that's where he was defending that cap circle. And I'm hoping he doesn't move from that spot. I'm hoping I can get the jump on him and do what I need to do and win this match. And so medium tanks, like I said, oh man, I say that a lot. I need to watch what I say. But if you like medium tanks, you like the versatility, you like the speed, The weapon handling is amazing on most of them, especially higher tier medium tanks. It becomes really, really fun to play those. Yeah, as you see, I took a shot hoping to make it. I missed. But that would have won the game if I had hit it. So it's always best to kind of take those shots if you get a chance to take those shots. And so now this has become a war of attrition. This T1 Heavy, and I'm using my premium rounds because it's the last tank I can't afford to miss. His reload is way faster than mine. If he shoots me, he can shoot me multiple times before I reload. But if I use my premium, I'm more than guaranteed to go through his turret armor, which is what I'm hoping I'm able to see. So yeah, this is the gameplay for my medium tank. Leave a comments. I'm gonna be, if you like this video, if you want to see some other ones. My best one everyone's watched is my T57, where I have my troll armor on, which is amazing. That actually has over 100 views. I never thought any of my videos would have that many. You know, some dude here playing World of Tanks, not knowing what the heck he's doing. But yeah, so this T1 Heavy is going to be charging. I think he's done waiting. He wants to take care of me now. But I'm reloaded, and there it is, a snapshot right through the hull. And boom, one extra shot. And that's my first Radley-Walters. Like I said, leave a like, guys. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video.